welcome to another episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West, reaching your life and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on the channel, you're highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm going to be talking about the use of frankincense incense in African spirituality. This is a topic that I have talked about before, but I didn't really go into details on it. Today, I want to go into the topic as much as possible. Frankincense, as we all know, is a very, very popular incense. In fact, I can say that it is the most popular incense out there in the world, and I believe that it is the best incense out of all of them. I have never seen another incense that is much more better than frankincense. Frankincense is an incense that have been used in spirituality and also in the medical field for thousands of years. In the ancient times, we can trace the use of frankincense back to Africa. As we all know, Africa is the cradle of civilization. Before there was other people on the planet, there was African people. Frankincense have always been used in African spirituality, and we have this on records. We have the use of frankincense in cleansing, ceremony, healing, treatments, and just also recreation. Frankincense is an incense that is very, very pure. It is from a tree that they're called Boswellia sacra. Actually, it has about 3 names, and it has many names. Frankincense are regarded as the king of essential oil, and it is the best essential oil that we have in the world, and they use it for so many things. It is an incense that can be regarded as the king of all incenses. It has a particular very sweet and elevating, stimulating smell to it. The name frankincense is a French name originally. The frank essence. The frank means pure essence, and it's actually very pure. It is gotten from a tree, the Boswellia tree, and it is the sap of the tree that is used to make this incense. They call it tears of the desert or something like that. So in ancient time, if you check the ancient Egyptian scrolls, you will discover that they make use of frankincense a lot. Frankincense and myrrh. In fact, their number one incense is frankincense. They use it for all their ceremonies. They use it for giving offering to their gods. They use it for purifying their temples, purifying their houses and their body. They use it for so many things. In fact, there was a time in ancient Africa where frankincense was much more expensive than gold. Believe it or not, there was a time frankincense was in very, very high demand, that it has more value than gold. That is to tell you how people were using frankincense. Frankincense comes as different forms. We have frankincense ointments, we have the resins, we can also have frankincense water. And in ancient times, it has been used to treat many sort of disease and medical condition. For the type of medical conditions, they have used it to treat arthritis. They use it to maintain oral health. They also use it to fight against breast cancer, prostate cancer, pancreas cancer, skin and colon cancer. Then it has been used to treat or prevent heart disease. It's also been used to promote smooth skin. They say that it reduces aging. So they have a frankincense ointment and pomades or cream that people rub on their body to reduce aging. They also say that the smoke improves memory. It gives a general sense of well-being to the mind, suits the mind, and it balances the hormones in the body. Then it also enhances fertility. Yes, it is used as a sort of fertility treatment. It is also used in the process of love making, and it is used to solve the problem of mood swings and menstrual cramps, among other things. So frankincense is used for so many things. There are so many things that people use it for. You can check online. There are so many uses for it. Today I'll be talking about the spiritual properties of frankincense. Frankincense, as we all know, is very, very important in spirituality. It is used, the first number one use of it is in smogging. If you want to purify your house or any space, you want to chase that negative entities or spirits that are up to no good, the best thing is to burn frankincense in your house from time to time. It purifies the air, purifies the atmosphere. It also purifies you as a human being. It is sort of a blood tonic. In Ayurvedic aromatherapy, frankincense is highly used in aromatherapy to purify the body, to balance the hormones in the body, to purify your blood. It is very, very effective for that. So it is one incense that you actually get a lot of benefit from just by inhaling the smoke. You can inhale the smoke of frankincense all day. The more you inhale it, the more it treats your body. It actually cleans your body. So the smoke of frankincense, the smell is very good for humans. It's the best incense there out there, and it is something that you can use in this very way. So frankincense is used for purification of the body and purification for the house. If you have been a Catholic, you've been to Catholic church, you will notice one particular thing, that at the beginning of the service of the Mass, you will see the altar boy. We carry a chalice on a chain with the incense inside. It is always frankincense. Frankincense is the official incense of the Catholic Church. Before they start their Mass every Sunday, they will use frankincense to purify the whole church. You see the altar boy with the priest, the pedophile priest following behind, of course, walking and using frankincense to walk around the pews to make the smoke permeate the whole of the building. Then this will be followed quite naturally by the sprinkling of water, so-called holy water, which is a mixture of water and salt. Just water and salt is what they use as holy water, blessed by a pedophile priest. So once you go to a Catholic church, this is what happens. The fumigating of the church with frankincense, and then the sprinkling of salt water. This must be done before any Mass is started. The aim of this is that the smoke from the frankincense is supposed to purify the church. For those people that are having problems, the congregations that are carrying so much thinking, depression, sadness, or negative emotions, or those ones that have so many negative things with them, the incense is for the frankincense smoke to chase out some of those spirits, so that for the time being you will not be disturbed. And the salt water is also to cleanse and chase out these negative entities as well. So it's actually a scientific process. They know this, that's why they always do it. When they do it and people feel a little bit relieved, they will think that it's the power of their God, of Jesus, that is helping them. They don't know that they have actually been just introduced to a process of purification at a minimal level to cleanse them temporarily of anything that is affecting them at that present point in time. So they always do this in the Catholic Church. You can also do this in your home to purify and cleanse your own. You buy frankincense, You get an electronic incense burner and you burn incense in your home to purify your home. You also can sprinkle salt water or seawater to also purify your home as well. It's the same thing. It works very well. So if you are a Catholic, you will know that frankincense is the official incense of the Catholic Church all over the world. It is also the most expensive incense as well. Out of all the incense we buy every day, frankincense is the most expensive, and sometimes it is hard to come by. So most people have difficulty getting frankincense. But if you want to get it, the best place to get it in Africa is in Ethiopia and Somalia. Somalia is like the headquarters of frankincense in Africa. Eastern African countries, Somalia and Ethiopia is where you can get it easily. Then you can get it in Egypt and some North African countries. The Arabians, they use it a lot as well. I always pass through Ethiopian airport anytime I want to travel to Asia. The main reason is because of frankincense. That is why I pass through Ethiopia. I take Ethiopian airline. They always sell frankincense at the airport, and you can really get the cheapest frankincense from there. You can buy like almost a kg for $5. So anytime I pass there, I try to buy at least $20 worth of frankincense. Those ones last me up to 6 months. It is where I've seen to get the cheapest frankincense. And in my country, in Nigeria, it's very, very expensive. The frankincense we have there, they have bought it and reduced it to very small parts. It is not just enough, so expensive in Nigeria. So if you happen to be passing through Ethiopia, make sure you buy the frankincense at the airport. There are about 5 or 6 shops that sell it. Just ask them. They sell it in very large quantities, and you can buy it and take it as a duty-free item from the airport, and you can get it very, very easily from there in large quantities that will last you a very long time. And their incense quality is very, very good. They have the best frankincense incense there. You can get it from there. So that is where I usually buy my frankincense from, and they are very good. I use them a lot, and I highly recommend them. The feeling you get when you burn the frankincense is something that I cannot actually describe. It gives you that that balanced presence of mind, a serenity, bliss, a kind of bliss that you feel that you are completely balanced. It has that kind of effect. Frankincense have been known to aid in the treatment of disease of the mind. People that are plagued by madness or sort of schizophrenia or subjected to irate behavior, irregular behavior, frankincense have been known to calm them down, to calm those kind of people. It has a very calming, soothing feeling that you get from it. So it works a lot on the mind, works a lot on the body. If you want to relax yourself, people use it a lot in maybe in love making. You can get some frankincense with an electronic burner in your room, and you set the AC to be very, very optimal. Then you get your wine and your chandon, you and your partner. You make sure that this frankincense permeates the room very well, and you people do whatever you want to do. It is very, very good at that level for love making. It's have a very kind of blissful feeling, blissful experience that is very, very different from other type of feeling. So it's something that you want to try out. It's something that is really, really nice, and you can easily get used to it. It is not a drug. It is not a drug, but it actually changes the atmosphere. It makes everything magical in a way. It takes you to kind of heaven, makes you feel like you are in the cloud or something like that. So frankincense is something that you can actually use in all purpose. You can use it as offering to your deities. They love frankincense a lot. Ancient Egyptian deities, if you study ancient Egyptian scrolls, all the deities are frankincense is the number one incense that is being offered to them. frankincense and wine, frankincense and wine. That's what you're going to see on all ancient Egyptian scrolls. And for humans too, it's a very good thing. Just inhaling the smoke does a lot for your general health and general well-being. And for love making, it makes it to be very, very magical, very, very pleasurable and sensual. It's something that a lot of people use to relax themselves and makes life worth living. I will say it like that. So frankincense is a very, very good incense, very good ointments. In Christianity, you will discover that when their so-called Jesus was born, of course, gold, myrrh, and frankincense was the gift that they gave to him, the gift worthy of a king. Frankincense have many things that it does for the body physically, and for the spirit, it also helps the spirit a lot. It helps the mind, suits the mind, balance the body. It gives you a very good presence of mind, makes you totally relaxed and relieve stress, all stress, emotional baggage. It kind of wipe or flush them out of your body. So it's something that you really want to be using all the time. So it's the most effective incense that is used in aromatherapy. If you are into that, you will discover that frankincense is the incense that they burn because it's something that it is very good for you to breathe in. It have no side effects. You can also have frankincense ointments. People use it for skin. It reduces aging, make your skin to look very, very young, to reduce your age. Very effective for that. Then for treating skin disease, eczema, lesions, burns, and other things, you can use the ointment for that as well. Then we have frankincense water. Frankincense water is used to purify the stomach, to also purify the blood, internal organs, to reset them, to treat or cure arthritis, heart problem, high blood pressure, stomach constipation, and so many other things. Frankincense water is very good for that. To get frankincense water, you have to prepare it. You are going to get frankincense, then you're going to get 10 grams of frankincense to 1 liter of water. You get a liter of water, a standard Nigerian beer bottle is 1 liter of water, it's 1 liter. So you get 10 grams and you mix it, you put inside 1 liter of water overnight. If the frankincense is a good one, it's going to dissolve. So in the morning time, the water is supposed to be milky or white, meaning the frankincense have mixed with the water. So if the state of the water changes, you will know that it's a good frankincense. But if it doesn't change, meaning it did not dissolve into the water. So if you wake up in the morning, it changes. What you do is that you filter the water, then you put it in a bottle, you start drinking at least 1 cup a day. So do that as well. So it's very popular in Africa. We use it a lot for these very, very purposes. We use it on insects, to deities. We use it to purify our houses. Very good for smogging. Nowadays, to burn insects, you need to get an electronic insect burner. You can easily get them to buy online. Once you get them, it's very easy. You just plug it to electricity and you put your insects inside the burner and you just switch it on and you relax. That is just all you need to do. And it takes care of the rest. Then you start doing your meditation or chilling out or doing whatever you are doing. So frankincense is something that I use a lot. The only difficulty I have is in getting it. That is the problem I have. But if you can have it, if you happen to be passing through Ethiopia or you have somebody that will pass through Ethiopian airport, try to tell them to buy frankincense for you. At least $20 worth will last you about 6 months. They have a lot of frankincense in that Ethiopian International Airport. That is where I always buy it. So try to get it from there. Then if you have somebody in Somalia or Egypt, you can also get it from there. I don't know about Egypt, but I'm very sure I always buy from Ethiopia, so I know about Ethiopia. So it's a very good insect and have lots of good things, a lot of benefits that you can get from frankincense. It is the best insect in the world. There's no other insect for me that comes close to frankincense. It's the best. And it's also the most expensive insect among all of them. But It is worth it. It is worth every penny. So if you can get it to buy, you get it to buy. If there's any other alternative, if I have a choice, it is what I will be using all the time. You never get tired of using it. It is something that the smell is always fresh, and the effect of it is always very, very good. It's something you want to burn 24 hours. It has a blissful feeling it gives. That is part of the reason the Catholic Church have adopted it as their official incense. It's something you want to use all the time. It's very good, and high quality frankincense is the best. So try to get it and use it, and tell me what you think about it. Okay. So this is what I have for you today. Questions and comments are welcome. Like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to get my videos as soon as I bring them out. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. So take care and bye. Peace.